Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is well and having a brilliant start to the week, guys. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. This week, we've had a bit of movement, and we've had a bit of movement in the markets also. So I think, should we crack on and have a look on the charts? Okay, guys. So let's have a look. Right. Okay. So what we can see, Bitcoin. Let's start with the daily. In fact, no, let's start with the weekly because I want to get a good idea for you guys of what we're looking at from the grand scheme of things. So let's start with Bitcoin USD so everyone can see what is going on. Mind my really messy charts, but they do make some kind of sense. Okay, so let's have a look at this right now. So we're looking at again, trading within this formation, this wedge pattern as a whole. We can see again we've just been rejected up here big time. So you could call this what looks like a higher high, but I'm not going to call that. I'm going to say we're respecting these lines, and we are looking pretty bleak. And I think we are going to look towards the lower levels over the coming weeks, guys. As I've said so many times, I've been saying it since around here. Again, we did see that spike up towards this level just here, but we have seen a form of a downtrend. And what we had just here was a descending triangle. Again, broke out of this just here to the downside, and again, give everyone an idea of how my charts are looking. What we can see is the white lines represent the daily levels. Again, from top-down analysis, this will all come clear for everybody who has gone through the mini course and also goes through the platform and comes onto the family as a whole with regards to the platform, which I will get onto at the end as to where we are with regards to all of the updates, etc. But again, guys, if you are feeling lost with this, then go through the mini course and also get yourself ready for the platform, guys. But none of that. Let's crack on. So what we can see is, again, we broke out just this here. We broke out to the downside. What we can see is we tried to wick down. We didn't quite get that far, which means that basically what we've done is we are still at this level of support just here, guys, because again, it is a more advanced tactic, but if you break through a level of support holding up the price, which it has done time and time again according to the dailies, here, again, here, not just here, but this, again, it is a different level, but if you break through here, and what you find is you don't wick down to the next level, which would be around here, then that means that the chances are that this is going to continue holding a support. Now, the reason behind that, guys, is because, number one, it's not had enough legs to confirm breaking the level of support, therefore turning to resistance. And this is what I'm talking about. When support turns to resistance, it's almost like, well, how does one know when support turns into resistance? How does one know when the price is no longer getting held up by a psychological level? And this is really, again, by emotions. People confirm things when they see other confirmations. Now, what this says to me is we've broken out at this level just here. We've wicked down, we've failed, we've been bought up so much, we've failed to come down to this next level, which again is down here. Therefore, this level is still very, very valid as a level of support. And what we've seen is we've come back up, and we've come back up and we found support again. So it's valid, it's been valid here, 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 and we've come back down, come back up, and it's valid once again, guys. So until I see a wick down to the 8.7 and 8.6 level, my bets, apologies, I'm chewing a sweet as we speak, guys. My bets are that we are going to continue trading within this range. So again, more boringness, but what I can say is if I get rid of this level just here that I'd marked out from the descending triangle, again, what we can see is we are forming lower lows and lower highs again, as I've mentioned in the past. So I am not putting my, let's say, bank into anything just yet with regards to this, because again, I have big hopes, and not hopes because I love cryptocurrency and the space as a whole, but again, for accumulation and for you guys who are looking to invest, it is really good that we see this price move to the downside and we can look to accumulate more as a whole. But I do think what's going to happen over the next coming days, I think we are going to come back up and come and test this 9.3 level. If we do fail, which I do think what we're going to do is, again, we're going to fail to create a new high, which would be, the high would be here, so 9.7, but if we're looking down to my new level, it would be the 9.3. Now we currently are around the 9.1. I think what we'll do is we'll probably come back up to the 9.3 level, create a new low just here, or lower high, come back down, break through, retest just here, and then we'll have one. Again, if we look from the levels according to the prior historic data, what we can see is again this was come back out, it broke through, it was support. We can see we've had one test there, two tests there, three tests there, four tests there, and then again a bit of sideways movement. Could be distribution. I'll get into more about that what is as we progress. Or we could look at it like one test, two tests, three tests, and things usually come in threes in the cryptocurrency market, guys. And in any market, things psychologically people see things as three confirmations, something's got to happen. Three tests, should I say, something got to happen. So what I do believe is going to happen is we are going to come back up, form a new low just here, come back down, test this level just here, this daily level, come back down, break through this level, and again wick down to here, which would then, what will happen is, we will then be trading within this lovely range down here. You give this. So what we'll do is, we'll leave this range in here as, so if everyone just remembers that the next breakdown that I do, then what we can do is, we can come back to it and we can review where we are. But, again, I think, let's put a target zone. We are going to be coming down here, and I think what we'll do is, again, we'll test how much the price respects the lines that we put in the multi-market trend lines that we have in. And we'll have come back again. We've tested to come in here, but we've failed miserably. We've been bought up, but I think once we do break through here, we'll be targeting coming down here, probably wicking through this just now. We won't quite wick to the 8.3 level. What we'll do is we'll wick through here, we'll wick down, come down. Price will break through. We'll come down. We'll wick through to around here. If I put a level just here, where the wick's going to land, and then what we'll do is we'll bounce straight back up into this target zone here, and then we'll see somewhat of some sideways movement. Now I don't like to say the word consolidation or sideways movement because professional traders, and I've got a lot of professional trading friends, professional trading investing friends, more so trading guys, that will tell me off for saying consolidation. But to a new trader, it is sideways movement. To a professional, it is just distribution or accumulation now. Because to go into it on a small, minute levels, let's say markets moving away, of which they either distribute or they accumulate. So when price moves to the side, they're either distributing or accumulating. Now, accumulating would be whereby people are buying, let's say, a certain amount of the asset for a future move higher, and this is the guys who control the market. And distribution would be the opposite. It's where they're distributing that asset for their profits as a whole. So we are going through now, I do believe we are going through distribution, as you can see down here. Boom, 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 boom. That was the top. We failed to break above what was, again, if I just go back onto this just here, our key level, guys, was here. Yes, our key level, sorry, was here, right? We can see that time and time again, we have been rejected at this level. We got rejected here, right? We got rejected here for this wick. That was a little lone soldier up there. We got rejected here. And then again, what happened? We got rejected here again. So that is our key level, guys. And until we break that level, we are going to continue down, unfortunately. But for the fortunate and for the strategic investor, it breeds a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money, guys. And this is why we need to all be on the ball and ready for the platform. And when it's coming, be ready to go ahead and learn our hearts out. Bring the Q&As to myself and I will answer. I'll get the team to answer. Because really, guys, it is an opportunity. I do believe one of the last opportunities to be able to accumulate at such low prices, in my own opinion. Okay, let's crack on. So what you can see, again, consolidation. Hate the word. Not going to get into the lecture just there, but I think we are going to see some sideways movement in here, right? So let's move down. Move down to 4 hours. So again, you can see my little beautifully drawn line. And then what we've got to do, guys, we've got to actually find a break of this support here. But to be able to break this support, we have to come through here. We have to wick down to past this level just here, right? And then, guys, once we wick down past this level, these levels here will turn into resistance. And what will happen, unfortunately, or fortunately, should I say, according to this data here, right? So I've got one there. Again, let's have a look some more. 2. We see big moves in this level. This is why I've put it as the drop zone as a whole. Again, 3. We did see some quite upwards move there, but it was still staggered. But what else? Boom. 3. Price in this level either shoots up or it shits its pants, mate. Like, so look, we can see here, again, apologies for my horrible language, I do have, so we can see time and time again, the overall action thing is that we have got a lot of movement in this level. So what we'll see is, again, break out this level, wick down, come back, turn this to resistance, and then guys, we are going to ultimately move down to probably, we'll test around this level here, right? We'll come down and test around the 7,000 level, and then we'll wick down, break through here, sideways movements down here, break through, come through towards around the 5,000 region, in my honest opinion, where we will be looking to accumulate. Maybe so, my buy orders are around this level just here. If we do come down and test this line again, this line of ascending support, which we have tested here, and if I move back my charts, tested here, and we've tested here, right? So if we can go 1, 2, and again 3, I mentioned things coming through, but we may come down, not find support down here at the bottom, which I'm anticipating not to actually go the full way. I'm thinking more towards probably 5 level, which would then make me realise and make everyone else realise and see that what we can see is that we are actually going to reverse, because we've not gone back down to the support, we've gone down and we've created almost like a higher low just there, because low, higher low, and then what we'd have a move to the upside, break out, and then it's time to buckle up, and we all, whoever invests properly gets rich. Again, not financial advice, guys, but I'm just giving a figure of speech and my thoughts on this, really. So again, a bit more of a lax one this evening, actually, with regards to where we are with price. But let's move on and let's have a look at some of the other coins as a whole. Now, let me get rid of some of these crappy joints, because it's not going to help me when I'm trading through the week. Bear with, guys. Hopefully this has been of value though, because there's been quite a lot more learning in this one today actually. I wanted everyone to see where I'm getting my forecast from, because I usually just give my forecast and then never really back it up. So do let me know if you have enjoyed the way in which I've presented my backup this evening of what my forecasts are. Now XRP, let's move down to, again, the small time frames, 4 hours now. Things are looking very bearish for XRP. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Look at this. These prices we have had and these levels we have had drawn out for weeks, guys. What can we see? Look at how optimal that is. It is literally, this is where if you can plot lines properly, guys, you will make a lot of money. So what we can see here, again, look at that. It literally has tapped it beautifully, 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 beautifully. Tapped it there, right? So guys, these are beautiful marks and levels that we can see and we can use to really see where we are going with regards to the market. Now my thoughts with XRP are that we are going to come around and trade on this range for a while. We are going to break through here, wick through at some point here, perhaps down to, yeah, I think we're going to wick through probably down past the 13 level. So let's draw this out so we all got an idea of what's going on, guys. Now I do welcome the new guys into here. I've been speaking to a few guys this week, and certainly I've been speaking to a few about XRP and what my thoughts are, because I'm a very heavy investor in XRP, right? Okay, so let's put this as a target. We'll review this in weeks to come. So I don't think it's going to be like you say, it's going to be next couple of weeks, couple of months sort of thing, but I think we are going to stay within this range for a while before breaking out. Probably what's going to happen, this is going to be again my beautiful drawing of what I think is going to happen with regards to XRP's price, because we're going to come around, boom, 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 break out here, come back up, again, not confirm it, boom, 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 continue trading with this range, come back down, trade, perhaps not get there, come back up, and then break through, wick through, don't quite wick through, we won't quite wick through to this part, there, this is target, right? Okay, this is target. Again, I don't think it's going to be on the 28th of July. It could be in this month. We're probably looking at, if I just extend this, probably a bit further to this side and this range around here. But as a whole, guys, this is where I'm looking for the price, right? So let's put this down here. So I don't think we're going to wick through here. I don't think we will, because then that will mean that this level here would turn into resistance. We may wick through here, and then if we do happen to go past 11, which we look, if you look here, we've done exactly the same thing as what we could end up happening. It could end up happening again. This is what I'm talking about. So you break through here, right? You can see this. If we see, like, we call it fractal, right, where history repeats itself. So coming out, sideways move, and then this was a big parabolic move to the downside. Huge, in fact. Again, this level, we boom down to the bottom of here, which I think we have a chance of doing. But what I think will happen is, I think we'll come, probably wick. If we do wick into this level, I don't think we'll wick past it because we didn't wick past it there, right? And I don't think we're in that part of the shit yet. But we could do, you can never write off XRP playing games. But I think we'll wick, rather than wicking down here, we'll wick into here. And then from there, that's a brilliant target range to buy. And I'll be buying up a lot of XRP in there, guys. Not financial advice, but I will be doing that. Okay? And then I don't think I'm going to be able to move on to stocks this evening, but I will make sure the Thursday one is full of stocks, guys. Because this one's been more of a lesson, let's just call it. Okay, so target range for XRP, that is where I've got my targets. And use case, utility, unbelievable. I think again, sideways movement, break down, wick down, come back up in here, sideways movement again, break down, wick down, come up, come down to here. And then probably the target range is around just down here as a whole. Okay, so we'll probably be looking to, sorry, the cleaner's just coming, guys. Probably be looking to come back in here and then again wick back out, and then we'll be looking at probably the sideways movement to take ahead and come across and play out just around here, guys, because I don't think we're going to stay around these levels for too long, because it is a coin that, even though people do, let's say not FOMO, but have a lot of FUD around, there is still demand for it there, and it is still a good large capitalization coin, guys. Okay, right, let's move on to Ethereum. But I'll leave these on here just so we can have a look at, let's have a look, sideways movement, even though again sideways movement isn't politically correct. Okay, cool. So some sideways movement in there, see what we got. Review that in a few weeks, guys. Okay, right, let's move on. Ethereum, see where we are. Okay, guys, so what we saw is, again, we broke out, this is the upside. This level here, which 1, 2, 3, again showing downwards resistance, which again lower highs as a whole. What we are going to here is, I think, rather than coming back up to test this level here, we could end up doing, could happen. We may come back up here, or I think something that's more likely is probably something a bit more like this, guys. Just continuing to the downside. Perhaps, I mean, let's have a look. If I put in this level just here, what we could see over the next couple of days is we've got one or two things could happen, right? We could break out here to the upside, come back up, test this level, which is daily level, come back up, break this daily level, come back up and test for the 4th time just up here. If we do break out there, which would be a 3rd test, but we'd come back up to the 252 level. But I think with the whole sentiment in the market, I think we're more likely to break out of this to the downside, come down, do something very, very similar to this, come down, wick down, come back up, trade in this range for a tiny bit, and then come back down, wick through this, come back up, and then trade in around the 200 level for a bit longer, and then continue our pursuit down, guys. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a bit more, let's say, shallower target for Ethereum. So this is going to be a target for consolidation. I hate the word, guys, hate the word. It's going to be a target for sideways movement. So let's put in a, it's more like distribution, guys. People will be distributing in these areas, but put sideways movement. But I think the overall target for me, certainly with Ethereum, is if we look here, this is a level just here, previous level that we had. I think 176 is very, very conservative. I think what is more likely is probably around this level just here. So I'm going to put this as a target range, right? Could well be wrong, but I think for me is conservative target, right? And it's a very good price. It's around 140 for Ethereum, to be honest. I mean, I am looking to accumulate anything down from 140 down to around $80 for Ethereum if we do go that low. And I think it is possible. It really, really is. And I think Ethereum is certainly one that is a very safe bet in the cryptocurrency market. And I think it's very high growth as well. Obviously, it does have other competitors, you know, that are coming out, that are going day by day, VeChain, Chainlink, all them good little projects are little or nearly big, on the way to being huge, I would say, that are challenging with it. But as we stand, Ethereum is standard and it's looking good. And I think it's certainly, whatever happens, it will have a foothold in the cryptocurrency market and make people a lot of money, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. 20 minutes talking just about crypto. Usually I only have 10 minutes on each. But again, hopefully this has been of value and you've started to see how these levels really do help you to forecast what is going to happen. Again, I have set this target according to this previous low just here. And again, looking at what the sentiment is and how much we have dropped according before. Look, we dropped all the way down to 80 just there, guys, and that's again where I've got my 80 target from. That's why this range down here, and that's why I said this range down here is where I'm looking to accumulate, because we dropped down here and this was where the lowest wick came, right? 88. So anything down here, if we do break below this, then this is why I'm saying that this is the target, because if we break below this, then we've got all of this, guys, and obviously I'm giving you more of an idea as to, I'm probably a bit vague on it, Ethereum, but this is the low. If we break below this, we've got all this falling to do, right? Okay, we've not necessarily done much of this falling yet. We could see this fall come into play just here. This is probably, it could well look like a bit more of a parabolic move to the downside rather than loads of sideways movement, but I don't think it will do, because I don't think the whole market is geared for anything like that just yet. Again, what we can see at these levels is we've got big moves upwards and big moves downwards. But if you look at this level just here, time and time again, we do prove to have a big move to the downside or to the upside. So again, that is where I've got this level as almost like a drop zone as a whole. So this level would be my drop zone, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. It's been a pleasure as always, and I will see everyone for the breakdown on Thursday. Catch you on Thursday. Cheers, guys.